cross over to the courts where Assistant Commissioner of Police Dr. Benjamin Agordzo could suffer the death penalty if the current high treason charge against him in court is proven. But even as he fights this battle for his life, he's fighting for his job as a senior police officer. ACP Dr. Benjamin Agordzo has been on interdiction since November 2019 when he and others were alleged to have been involved in the plot to remove the President of the Republic in the coup. The state contends that as a senior police officer, if he remains at post, he can influence the course of investigation. But for over a year, ACP Dr. Agordzo has been in court in an attempt to be fully reinstated, even as the court tries his case. According to him, his continuous interdiction is unlawful because per police regulations, any such interdiction of an officer must be revoked after 3 months if no internal disciplinary procedures is held against such officer. My colleague Kweku Asante was in court today. He has joined us with more. Kweku, before you give us details of what happened in court today, give us a brief understanding of this case.
Right. So we know that Dr. ACP Agordzo and 9 others were arrested by the police and were charged with high treason for allegedly taking part in a plot to destabilize the country and also engage in a coup d'etat. So they did that, and the state has been charging them. They first charged them with treason felony. The court moved to change the charge to high treason, and 3 judges are currently hearing the suit. And over a year now, ACP Agordzo was interdicted by the police administration with the idea that as a senior police officer, just 2 ranks below that of the IGP, if he's allowed to still be in office, then he may be able to influence the course of investigations. And so for that reason, he must stay on interdiction. ACP Agordzo for 1 year now has been going to court to try and change that rule and say that after 3 months, all these issues should have been settled and I should be back as a police officer. The state has not budged, and so he's been in court trying to change this.
Was the state prosecutor in court today, and why has the case itself been adjourned again?
Right, so the state was not available in court today. They were not present, but his lawyer, Martin Pebu, had actually been arguing to the court that per authorities that he can authoritatively cite, some of these issues can be fully trashed out within the police regulations before some of these things are done. And so today he presented 6 authorities that he thinks will sway the judge in his judgment to the court. And so the court has now adjourned the case to 22nd November for the case to continue, for the state to come and also file their response to the issues that have been raised, and then maybe a date for judgment will be set. So
let's get it clear, Kweku. This is not the substantive matter that has to do with the coup, right?
Right, and so the specific matter having to do with the coup is currently in the High Court, but in front of 3 other judges who are hearing this, who are saying that that case is steadily progressing. That case was adjourned somewhere in April. It has not gone back to court, but this one has to do with the specific issue of the interdiction of ACP Agordzo, for which reason is challenging that it cannot be on interdiction for 2 years because per the regulations, after 3 months had expired and no internal disciplinary measures were taken against him, he should have been returned to work.
Did the judge finally give any indication what would happen at the next sitting?
No, the judge was very much conservative today, did not speak so much, just went straight to the issue when Martin Pebu actually presented the 6 authorities that he believes will sway the judge in her judgment. And so they just took a date for adjournment because the state was also not present in court. The court directed them to ensure that the state had been served with this new adjourned date for them to be able to present in court and then also present their arguments.
Kweku Asante, we'll leave it here. Thank you very much.